Hey folks, welcome back to the Vlogalogue and times words. So I'm not having the best day today. I've been kind of running ragged with work stuff. I have jury duty on Monday, which means I'm probably going to be working most of the weekend and stuff because I am behind on stuff. And the government can arrest me, and I'm really nervous now that I'll sleep in the wrong order. Now, what am I talking about? I'll fall asleep. My sleep schedule will get off track, and then I'll miss jury duty, and then get arrested and held in contempt of court. Anyway, but enough of this crabbiness. I was really kind of sad to see that this is kind of a downer topic, this whole YouTube thing. I don't know. I started doing stuff on my main channel again. I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. Mostly because it's stuff that is completely unmonetizable. There's no metric for success for it. It can't do well by design. And so I just make stuff that I would watch if I was the only one watching it. And that's fun now. Yeah. So, this week's topic. I'm not going to recommend right now. I have a couple of ideas, but I want to talk about the future. Just because it's on my mind. And if you guys don't like this, go ahead and go with a different topic. Because what do I know? I'm just some guy. But I was looking at, because they just announced the Android Wear OS. It's like an operating system for smartwatches. And they're announcing more smartwatches and stuff. And it's been something that I've been wondering about with things like Google Glass and the smartwatches and all this kind of wearable tech being the future, blah, blah, blue. And is that what the future is going to be? I want to, because obviously none of us can predict it, which makes it much more fun to try. Because none of us have any idea of what anything's going to be like in 10 years, which I think is different from other generations. But to me, when I looked at the future, it was always more along the lines of kind of Oculus Rift type stuff. The idea of living in a virtual world. There are wonderful books. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, or Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson, and many more, just kind of dealing with the whole idea of cyber reality. But it seems like a lot of the attempts in that direction, projects like Second Life. Do you guys remember Second Life? It didn't do well. But I do sort of wonder with this whole idea of wearable tech, because I think the future can go kind of two ways, right? You've got the one where basically everything in the real world becomes internet-y. Your fridge talks to your microwave and is like, yo, microwave. And then doesn't say anything else, because fridges are not good conversationalists. No, but the idea that we're walking around with our cell phones and our smartwatches and our eye goggle thingies and blah, and that we still interact all the time in the real world. We just we kind of pull the internet out of the ether and put it in the real world. And I think the other way that things could go is that we pull ourselves out of the real world and put more and more of us into that ether, that kind of world that doesn't really exist but is a digital kind of invention. And I don't know which way that it's going to go. I feel like it has to be more efficient to live in a virtual world. I could be wrong here, but imagine if you never had to move and you got, I don't know, an IV drip, and you got neural implants that made you think you were eating really good food. Sounded a little Brave New World-y. But imagine if that were the case. You could be an absolute minimalist in terms of the resources you intake and just devote your life to things that don't actually exist. The Matrix, pretty much, but without the computers feeding on us part. That's where I'm going with. I somehow think that's more efficient than my umbrella needs Wi-Fi. I don't think I can make a rational, I'm just going nuts. So yeah, future. And while we're on the topic, how long do you think it's going to be? The one thing that's fascinating to me is that this whole environment that we live in now, would be unrecognizable to maybe 2 generations ago. Maybe even like our parents' generation. Imagine like growing up and like having discovered a computer when you were 40 or 50 and having to try and like catch up with that whole thing. It's got to be weird. And I'm wondering now, like in 10 years, am I going to be like, I don't know how to things. I don't know. How fast is the future going to get here and what's it going to look like? That's the topic, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.